this is Larry. Welcome back to Today I Feel Like. It is time for, well, another haul video. We're just calling it what it is nowadays. They're just hauls. I kept trying to say it's not a haul. I'm not going to do hauls. And then I ended up doing hauls. So we're just going to call it what it is. It's a haul. But today, it's barely a haul because, well, I only have 2 packages. So we're going to jump right into it. We're going to give a couple of shout outs to people in the building. It looks like I see Nice to Nasty in there already. The Brown is in the house. Darlene Shepard is in the building. We have Kia 2 Technical in the house, says, what's up? I see you, I see you. Let me give everybody one of these.
What's good, everybody? What's up? Are you ready for it?
Is this shit gay? Him?
Ha ha! I'm your king now. I love that scene. All right. All right. Let's get this thing crack-a-lacking. I only have 2 packages. I'm just going to open them up in the order that I received them. I received this, I don't know, a few days ago. This one just came in today. So this one's going to get opened up first. And I have no idea what this is. I kind of have a half an inkling. I think they might be some batteries. Somebody actually wrote me and asked me if I wanted to review or show some batteries on my channel. And I was like, I guess I could always use batteries. Yeah, here they are. This is from, these are EBL high performance AAA batteries. And it comes in a 36 pack. Look at that. Matter of fact, let me just show you. I have my little iPhone set up over here. There we go. Look at that. I have my iPhone set up so I can get this, so I can show you guys stuff a little bit easier. And that is a 36 pack of batteries. It says they have a 10-year shelf life. They're EBL high performance batteries. So, all right, let's, I'm gonna have to go ahead and scan this in. There is a barcode on here. So let me see if I scan this, if I can get some more info on these. Because, you know, this is these are one of these products that you don't really think about. People don't think about batteries like that, like AAA batteries. But you know what's coming up? Christmas, the holidays. And when holidays happen, batteries are needed because people buy all kinds of gadgets and toys for their kids or for themselves. And they need them for remote controls, for new TV sets or new game consoles. And so batteries are always good to have on hand. So even, like, I used to get batteries as stocking stuffers when I was a kid because we always got, like, remote control cars and stuff, and you needed the batteries to run them. So just, even if you're not doing that, just buying a pack of batteries like this to have on hand all the time, trust me, it will come in handy. You'll be glad you have them. So, all right, it looks like I pulled them up here. Let me go see if I can, let me see if I can bring, oops, that's not what I wanted. I want my web browser. Why is it showing that? Uh-oh, hold on a second. Oh, there we go. All right, let me see if I can get you guys in. That was weird. All right, let me see, where is my, there we go. Here they are right here. And these are the EVL AAA batteries, 36 count, 1.5 volt, alkaline AAA batteries, ultra long lasting, alkaline batteries, 10-year shelf life, and they are only $7.99 for that 36 pack. Now, if you get the 24 pack, you can get them for $5.99, but they are a little bit more expensive if you do that. It looks like they're about 25 cents each if you do the 24 pack versus 22 cents each if you do the 36 pack. So you can save yourself a little bit more money by spending an extra $2. So, yeah. Now, I will say, I have, these are not rechargeable AAA batteries. I have used rechargeable AAA batteries. I have never had any luck with them. They just don't seem to recharge all that great, and they lose their charge very, very quickly. So I generally, for AAA batteries, just buy the disposable ones, and then for like AA's, I'll get the rechargeables. So, but that's what they are. And you can see here, it says 10 years in storage, low self-discharge, less than 1% per year. So that's really nice. It says ultra long lasting. You can see they're putting that, it looks like in a TV remote of some sort. And it says 100% leak proof. It's going to have a unique ring of anti-leakage, capacity collector, and extra DBCK steel shell. So these are not going to be those types of batteries, according to them, that if you leave them in your remote or a toy or something and come back to it 6 months, a year later, it's going to have acid leaked all over inside your device. It's going to be leak proof. So very nice. All right, it says wide compatible for all your devices, so it looks like it's going to work for all kinds of stuff. Like you've seen those sort of battery-operated candles. That looks like that might be a remote, a mouse. It looks like a keyboard there, a flashlight, and even those electric doors, like the key locks for the doors, if it uses a AAA battery. So yeah, that's nice. You can use it for all kinds of good stuff there. And you can see here, it's gonna it says 100%, or it says eco-friendly, 0% mercury and 0% cadmium inside the batteries. So it looks like if you dispose of these when they go back out to, probably into some landfill somewhere once we throw our stuff away, I guess it's going to be less destructive to the environment, more eco-friendly. So maybe it takes a while for those things to decompose and break down, but maybe when they do, it's not going to be as harmful to the environment. I can't say for sure 100% yay or nay, but that's what they say, so that's what we'll go with. All right, let's do this. Let's get these out and see what they look like. I'm curious to know if, oh, there's a little bit of tape on there. I was wondering why this wasn't coming off. I'm curious to know if they're just in here freely or if they're like packaged up sort of separately. So, oh yeah, it looks like they are packaged up separately. So it looks like they come in little 4-packs like this. Oh, this is great. So if you have like a number of kids or something and you need to give them all batteries for their toys, this is great. You can get a pack like this and you can give them a pack or two each and say, here, you can dole them out instead of just, handing them a whole thing of this. You can say, hey, here's 4 batteries, go put them in your remote or whatever else. So, but it just makes it easy too. If you want to put these, some people like to put their batteries in the freezer, and if you're one of those people, I do that. You can actually go ahead and just stick these, in a Ziploc bag or something and have them like this, because they're going to be very, very easy to, to stick in a little baggie just like that. So nice. And there's really not much to it, as we see here. You can see there's just really not much to it. It's just a simple pack of batteries there. And these are great. If you need AAA batteries, and at some point we all need them for something. I use them on remote controls. I have a couple other devices here. I'm trying to think of what I use right now that uses AAA batteries. A lot of people have moved towards like the rechargeable lithium batteries, but there's still a number of things that use just regular disposable AAAs. And I have them. I use them all. I end up using them all the time. My TV remotes use AAA batteries, so yeah, they're nice to have. All right, shout out to EBL. And again, you can get these on Amazon for $7.99. They're looks like they're about 20% off right now. Normally they're $9.99. You can also get a 24-pack as well, and that's going to run you $5.99. It looks like those are 25% off, normally $7.99. So they're going to be the same battery, just not as many of them. So now, looks like this store, I wonder if they have other batteries. Let's see. It looks like, yeah, they do have some other batteries. Looks like they have some rechargeable batteries. It looks like they even have power stations and battery chargers and all kinds of good stuff. Nickel metal hydrate batteries. I used to love these things, these nickel metal hydrate batteries. I used to get these and use them these are rechargeable, but I used to get these when I was working as a sports photographer, because I would put them in my flashes, in my camera flashes, and then I would use the off-camera sync and all that stuff to get these cool photos. But these were great because I was able to have a high capacity on each of the batteries, so I can have my flash recycle quickly and I could use it at a higher power, and I didn't have to worry about buying new batteries every time I would go out to shoot. I would just grab these, I would grab some rechargeable batteries, charge them up at the end of the day, and the next day I would go out to shoot, I'd have a fresh set of batteries with me. So yeah, and it looks like these ones are 2,800 milliamps. These ones are 1,100 milliamps, so you can really choose some different ones. They also have some rechargeable AAAs here as well, and some other AA's there. They have some rechargeable, it looks like D batteries. These, I'm not sure, are these rechargeable? These are 9 volts for like smoke alarms and stuff. I don't really see 9 volts used much anymore except for smoke alarms, but I don't think these are actually rechargeable. I don't think they really encourage the rechargeable ones for smoke alarms. But maybe they do. No, it says rechargeable battery. Maybe they do. They maybe use them just fine for rechargeable, for smoke alarms. And then these are C batteries. These, like the C's and D's and the 9 volts, I haven't really seen much use for them lately. Like these, I feel like these types of batteries have been replaced by like those other larger batteries like that they use in a lot of flashlights now. But they have, you know, again, here's what is this? A 8 pack of AA rechargeables for 2,800 milliamps. I like that, man. I might have to see about getting some of those. Then there is a 10 pack of AAA and 10 pack of 2,800 milliamps. That's a good deal right there. That's a nice deal. So, yeah. All right. And this is, these are the gold ones. Maybe, I don't know what the difference is between the gold ones and the other ones. It says upgraded high capacity AA batteries, pre-charged AA battery 8 pack. And these are rechargeables as well. So, and then it looks like they have the 1,100 milliamp AAA batteries. So it looks like they have you can get all kinds of different ones with different, different groups of them. So lots and lots of ways you can actually use your get these different batteries. So that's nice. And then they even have some different colors that you can get on there. So if you want to have a little fun with your colors, you can do that as well. And yeah, all right. They have a ton of stuff. Looks like they even have some adapters. You can even put some, like you have AAA to C battery adapters. Look at that. So if you have a device that uses C batteries, you can actually put AA's in there and then use the inside these adapters and then put this inside that that device that uses a C battery. That's pretty clever. All right. But again, they have other stuff like power stations with, you know, with solar panels so that you can stay powered up. You can see this guy's enjoying the sunshine with getting his camera charged up and his phone charged up and all that. You can use that stuff for if you're going camping or whatever. Yeah, it looks like that's like a camera battery or something. It has a wireless charging station up there. So there's all kinds of great stuff on there. They have battery chargers on here that you can use for so you can get your batteries charged up and keep track of how much they're charged. I like battery chargers like this that actually tell you where the charge is on each individual battery. Those are nice. Another one here. So yeah, all kinds of good stuff. All right, I'm not mad at them. Big ups to EBL on these batteries, and believe you me, I will be using all of these AAA batteries at some point because, I mean, I go through them eventually I put them in remotes and then they need to get used, and sometimes I get devices that come in that require them and I'm pulling them out of other stuff trying to get them used, trying to get stuff. So I'm happy to have them. I'm happy. It's probably going to take me a while to go through 36 batteries, but I will definitely use them all over time. So yeah. All right. It looks like we have a few more people that have come in the building. Shout out to Gregorio, says, hello, Hall family. That is right. Shout out to the Hall family. Let me give you this because of that.
I don't have friends. I got family.
I love it. I don't have friends. I have family. The Hall family. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Shout out to Flex in the building. Says, what's up, Larry and Hall family? Sorry I'm late, man. No problem. You are on time. We only have 2 products today, and you came through on the first one, so you are good. You are good. You are good. Now, I did want to say, if you guys did want a super chat, I'm just going to give you this one right quick.
Tell them to bring me my money.
I love it. I love it. If you guys want to send super chats, send them on over. And yeah, you know, I've been pulling stuff out. I'm gonna do a wine and winner soon. It's not gonna be this weekend, but it is gonna be soon, probably sometime in the next week or two. I have been pulling stuff out and getting stuff ready for it. So so expect it. Expect it. It's gonna be coming. All right. We only have 1 package left. This is it. And I know what this is, but I am excited for it. Even though I already know what it is, I'm happy to open it. I'm happy to share it with you guys. And I'm going to have fun using it. And this is the new B30 5G. When I say new, like the new. In fact, let me just go ahead and grab you right there. There you go. The new B30. This is a 5G Android smartphone right there. And when I say new mobile, it's NUUMOBILE mobile.com. So, and this is an Android phone. And this thing, I've been checking out their phones for a minute. And I'm happy that they reached out and asked if I wanted to collaborate with them so that I can make a video about their phones, because they do look like they're pretty doggone nice. And I'm happy to have one to try it out. It says this one is going to have a 6.7-inch AMOLED display, Full HD 2400 by 1080. It's going to have a 2.6 gigahertz octa-core CPU. The rear camera is going to have 64 megapixels, 8 megapixels and 2 megapixels. The front camera is going to be 32 megapixels. It's going to have 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. And then it's going to have a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. That's just kind of crazy. This phone should last a very, very long time. It says it includes the B30 with a data cable, power adapter, pre-installed screen protector, and quick start guide, and a TPU case. So it looks like, because they probably know that there's not going to be a lot of case manufacturers out there making cases for this phone, they went ahead and gave us a TPU with it. So I'm going to unbox this phone a little bit later, because I'm actually going on a little bit of a trip, and I'm going to likely take this with me so I can test it out along the way. So yeah, all right, well, I don't know how much this thing is. You know what? They did send me an email, and let me see if I can find. Oh, look at that! I just got hit up with a cash app from Gregorio for $10. Shout out to Gregorio. Hold on, let me give you this one. You know what? I'm gonna hook you up right after, Gregorio. I'm gonna hook you up. Give me a sec. Let me see if I can find this. Let me see if I can find this this link here for New Mobile, and there we go. Let me see if I can find the link to the phone that they sent. Because they sent me a link with two. They offered me 2 phones, and this is the one that I chose. And here we go. Let me bring you in. So this is it. This is the B30, and again, it's that 6.7-inch AMOLED display, Full HD, curved display, Dragon Tail front glass, and Gorilla Glass on the back. MediaTek Dimensity 7050 chipset, 8 gigs of RAM, 8 gigs of extended RAM with an octa-core up to 2.6 gigs clock speed. So it looks like you have 8 gigs of just dedicated RAM, but if you're willing to give up some of your storage, you can actually dedicate 8 more gigs of your storage into RAM so that you can have the apps and everything running as fast and as smoothly as possible. So you can actually make this a 16 gigahertz phone, or 16 gigs of RAM phone, excuse me. It has a 120 hertz refresh rate. That's the same refresh rate you're getting on these high-end flagships, like, you know, like your Pixels and your iPhones and your OnePluses, your Samsung Galaxy flagships. They're all running 120 hertz refresh rate. 60 megapixel main camera with image stabilization, 8 megapixel wide angle, and 2 megapixel macro lens, and then a 32 megapixel front selfie camera. So there you go. They didn't mention anything about a zoom, so I'll have to test it and see what they have. If there is a zoom on there, there's probably maybe just a digital zoom, so we'll have to test that out as we use the phone. It says it has AI-powered camera with 14 scene recognitions, including Google Photos and Magic Editor. Kind of dope. 5,000 milliamp hour battery with 30-watt fast charging adapter. Adapter included, 50% charge in less than 30 minutes. That means you should be able to get about a full charge in like an hour, which is kind of amazing. Now, it may not be just an hour, because oftentimes what phones will do is they'll get up to about 80%, and then they will trickle charge, protect the battery and preserve its health. So sometimes they give you sometimes if they say you can get up to 50% in a half hour, it doesn't, you can't necessarily just double it and say, okay, an hour is going to be 100%. It doesn't always work that way. So it says it's powered by Android 14 and Google Gemini. That's dope. That is the current one. I know that Android 15 is going to be coming out soon, but it's not out just yet. And it says what's included. You get the B30, 5G phone, protective case, charging adapter, and USB cable. So, and it looks like you can get this. It says for $289. I'll be honest with you. Much of this sounds like flagship specs. I mean, a lot of this sounds like flagship specs, except that is definitely not a flagship price. It really is not. You can see what the phone looks like there. It looks like a pretty good looking phone. If you see what some of the highlights are there, you can see it's going to show the stunning display, triple camera excellence, empowering connectivity, explore more. Oh, it looks like maybe it has NFC, so you can actually use Google, Google Pay and all of that. So yeah, that could be nice. All right, let's see this display. Yep, it's going to have that full HD display, 24 by 1080, 550 nits of brightness. That's not the brightest display when some of these cameras now, some of these phones have like 1800, 2000 nits. So we'll have to see how the display looks when we get outside. Performance, it says power at your fingertips, 2.6 gigs, octa-core, 8+8 memory, 256 storage, and 120 hertz refresh rate. So this might be pretty good for gaming. I don't know how much, but they do show people gaming on there. It might be pretty good for that. Well, I'm gonna have to try that out and see how it does. Again, the camera, they're going to show 64 megapixel main camera with a 1.9 aperture. Sensor is 1/1.73. It does have image stabilization. It says EIS or electronic image stabilization, and then it's going to have the 8 megapixel ultra wide and then 2 megapixel macro shot. So it says Google Photos with Magic Eraser at your service. That's dope. I like that. Picture perfection. So you're going to get all of this stuff in there. So you have different scenes and such that you can use. So that's kind of nice. Looks like there's going to be animal recognition on there. Food shots, nature scenes. So nice. All right. And it says 5G, 100 times faster than 4G. Cool. Battery life. It says 5,000 milliamp all-day battery, 11 hours of video, 8 hours of web browsing, 15 hours of music, and 29 hours of talking. So if you're using this phone, what I love about that is that when you look at like the 11 hours of video, if you go and you're taking a flight somewhere, and you have a long flight, let's say you're flying from like LA to Tokyo or something, it's a long flight, and you're going to be in the plane for 13, 14 hours. If you get on that flight with a full battery, your phone's going to be in airplane mode, so it's not going to be having all kinds of power sucked away from from it searching for a signal. And you just put on some movies and start watching. You're going to get just about all the way there on a single charge. And if you have a cable and able to plug in on the plane, you'll even be able to make it a little bit smoother. If you have a power bank, you'll be able to recharge on the way and keep on going. But with that 11 hours, you'll be able to make it pretty much from like LA to Tokyo. Or if you're going across country from New York to LA or LA to Boston or something, you'll be able to make it the entire way and still have juice when you get there. Fantastic. I'm loving it. I'm loving that. So, and even more with music. If you're just listening to music or a podcast or something, 15 hours, yeah, you're going to be good to go. You're going to be good to go. So, all right. Let's see here. All right. So we have the OS says best mobile technology experience, says this phone runs on Android 14. It says our phones take full advantage of Android 14 enhancements to privacy, security, and performance, offering a range of new features to enhance your overall mobile experience. It says work smart with Google Gemini. Google Gemini on Android 14 enhances user experience with advanced AI capabilities, offering personalized assistance, smart content creation, and real-time adaptability across apps. So very good. And then you can explore more. So all kinds of stuff you can use, like fingerprint sensor integration, seamless payments, unmatched security, elevate speed and security with Wi-Fi 6, and everything you need in one package. So, and again, this is just more about what we already went over, so I won't go over that again. But one thing I did want to mention are some of the bands that you can see here. So it's going to have 5G. It's going to have the N1, N2, the N1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 25, 28, 40, 41, 66, 71, 77. And then the 4G, they have all these different ones here. And but I'll let you guys pause the screen if you want to, if you're watching the replay, so you can check that out and see if it has what you need. But the great thing about this is that if you know that you have certain bands in your area, then you know this phone will work for you. So, and then you'll see it's going to have Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.4, GPS and AGPS support, NFC. It's going to have USB Type-C. It's going to have VoLTE, VO Wi-Fi, VILTE, and VONR. It's going to have dual SIM, dual standby, OTG. It's going to have a fingerprint reader, accelerometer, ambient light, compass, and gyroscope. This thing looks like it's going to be a pretty dope phone. It's kind of crazy that you're getting all of this and it's only $289. That is just kind of nuts. That is kind of nuts. Now they do have some other devices. They do have other devices. So if we click on here, you can see they have all kinds of stuff. There's other smartphones. This one is another one they offered. This one was the N10. It's more of a budget phone. You can see it's only $99.99, but it looks like the specs are still pretty good with the octa-core 1.6, 4 gigs of RAM plus 4 gigs if you want to give up a little storage. Has 128 gigs of storage, 13 megapixel camera, AI-powered camera with 16 scenes recognition, and you're still going to get that Google Photos Magic Editor, and you're still going to get that 5,000 milliamp hour battery, and you're still going to get Android 14 with Google Gemini. So you're still going to get a very, very robust phone here for $99. That's pretty dope. I'm curious what the display is on there. It says it's a 6.6-inch display at 90 hertz refresh rate. So it's not going to be quite 120, but it's going to be 90 hertz, which is still going to look really, really nice for most people. And that 6.6-inch HD display, HD plus display, is going to look nice for you as well. So, yeah. So all kinds of great devices. Looks like they have a tablet there, a couple of earbuds they have to offer, and then some more phones down here. It looks like, oh, I didn't even know they had a there. Yeah, so they have a flip phone. It's not like a traditional foldable, but they do have the F4L flip phone, and then they have the B30 Pro 5G, and which I believe is what I have right there. Wait, no, I have the B30 5G. I'm not sure what the B30 Pro 5G is, but there's that. Looks like it's about $10 more. Yeah, I'm not sure what the difference is on this one really. So I'll have to read through that a little bit. But let me see. Let me go back to the devices, and then it looks like they have the X6, the X7, or the X6 Plus, X7, and the X7 Plus. These are on the. Oh yeah, these are. I guess that's sort of a budget phone. Looks like that's out of stock. And let's see here. If we go back. And the let's see, what is the X7? Yeah, that looks like it's another budget phone as well. And then if we go down to the X6 Plus, another budget phone. So they make a lot of phones that are very, very affordable. So these are phones. And I remember I saw some of their stuff. I think it was at CES, and I was just really, really surprised that they were able to put out phones that seemed like they were very high quality at a very budget price. Now, I haven't tried their phones yet, so I don't want to speak too highly on them until I have a chance to actually try them out. But from what I've seen, it seems like it's going to be a nice deal. If you want a good phone, like this phone right here, this is the Samsung Z Fold 6, over $2,000. This phone is going to be about 10 times less. So if you don't have a ton of money to spend, but you want a solid phone that's going to perform really well, I think this might be a good choice, but we're going to find out for sure once I unbox this thing and do a full review on it. So there you go. All right. Oh, you know what? Let me not forget, because Gregorio hit me up with the super chat. So let me go ahead and first I have to give him this one, because anytime you super chat, you get one of these.
You smart. You very smart. We the best. You a genius.
Yeah, super cool, bro.
I love it. Super cool, bro. Anybody who super chats is super cool. I'm loving it. All right. Let's see. Gregorio says, I buy 9-volt batteries for church rechargeable EBL. Oh, there you go. All right. See, he knows what's up. He knows what's up with the batteries. I'm loving it. I love it. All right. All right. Says, well, they gave you a power brick. I know. Isn't that nuts? That's going to be, I mean, that just doesn't happen very often anymore with phones. They just don't do that. But maybe what they're thinking is if you buy a phone like this, maybe this is like your first phone and you don't have a whole bunch of extra stuff just laying around. And so you need the power brick because otherwise you won't be able to get it charged up. So maybe that's their thinking. All right. He says, how is it these flagship companies can't give you a power brick, especially for how expensive they are, but these smaller companies can? Yeah, that's what just annoys me. When you spend, $1,000, $1,500, how much ever for a flagship phone, and they can't even give you a power brick. Like Apple, they try and say, oh, we're trying to be eco-friendly and not giving you a power brick. No, you're just being cheap. You're just trying to cut the cost for yourself, and you're not passing that savings on to us. You're trying to make it seem as if you're passing along something to us in the form of being eco-friendly. You're not. You're just making money. So just call it what it is. But give me my power brick, I don't need it, but give it to me anyway. Oh, man. Miles Texas, do you use Infi Mobile still? I do have Infi Mobile on my Z Fold 6, and I have it in my OnePlus 12. So I do use it. I'm actually having some trouble with it in my Z Fold 6, but it works absolutely perfect on my OnePlus 12. They have said there has been some problems. I've been talking to the Infi Mobile people because I've been trying to do a review of the service, but they've said there has been some problems with, I think it might be this particular phone and their service, where the problem I'm having with it is once I leave off of Wi-Fi and I just go out into the world, and it doesn't seem like the 5G just automatically grabs on and starts working. I end up having to turn the phone off, put it into Wi-Fi mode or airplane mode, and then come out of airplane mode. Then it goes and connects to 5G. But then when it does, sometimes it still disconnects from 5G. I'll start using it for a bit, and then it disconnects, and then it picks back up sometimes. It's been real wonky, and that hasn't happened before with other services. Like I had what was it? Google Fi, it didn't do that. I think I had something else, didn't do that. So it's definitely a problem with Infi Mobile with that particular phone, but otherwise it seems to work really, really well on other phones that I've used it on. I used it like I had Infi Mobile. I had tried it on my, I think it was my OnePlus Open or something. It seemed to work fine. So yeah, I don't know, but I still like it. I'm still using it. I'm not done with them yet, even though I've had those issues with that phone. I think what I'm going to do, because I actually have 2 lines. They actually gave me 2 lines to put on this phone, and I'm going to transfer one of those lines actually to this phone here, and see if we can get it going and see how the service works on here. So yeah. So, but they do offer some fantastic deals. If you guys, in fact, let me just see if I can pull up Infi Mobile's site with their plans, because they have some really ridiculous deals. If you guys are looking for phone service and you don't want to pay a ton of money, look at that. You can get 20 gigs of unlimited data. But you get 20 gigs of high-speed data every month, and you can get it for $199 for 12 months. That is bananas. That is just straight up bananas. That is, yeah. I mean, $200 for the year, that comes out to what, about $8 a month for 20 gigs of high-speed data? And then it's unlimited, but after you use your 20 gigs, basically they just slow you down if it's in times of congestion. And if you don't need that much, you can go for $99, you can get 10 gigs of high-speed data. It's still unlimited, but you get 10 gigs of high-speed data, and then after that, it'll be limited until it refreshes the next month. So it's a fantastic deal. And look at that. I mean, in comparison to the other ones, I mean, 3 gigs is 165, 5 gigs is 208, and even 1 gig is 72. It's just a much better deal to get the 10 gigs or the 20 gig deal. And it's better to pay by the year. Look at that. For the entire year, you pay that much. If you go monthly, then you're looking at like $18 a month. You're looking at paying $18.60. You're paying $10.60 a month more basically on this plan to go month to month. And on here you're paying, I don't know, whatever that is. That's probably about the same, about a little. Well, let's see, $10 a month for, let's see, $99 a month on here for 10 gigs. So that's what, about, yeah, still about $8 a month, something like that. Let's see. I did that wrong. I did that math wrong on the 20 gig plan. Let's see what that is. Guys, my math is not my strong suit. So let's see. 199 divided by 12. So it's $16.50 a month basically if you do the if you pay annually on here with the 20 gig one. So if you pay month to month, you're looking at $18.60. So you're saving yourselves about $2 a month by going about $2 a month by going annually instead of monthly. And then here with the $10 one, so it's $99 divided by 12. So that's $8.25 a month. And if you go month to month on there, you're looking at $12.60. So you're saving yourself more. You're saving yourself about $4 a month on here with the 10 gig plan. So yeah, and you can but there's other ones. You can go 3 months at a time. You can go 6 months at a time, or you can go 12 months at a time. So I have been a big fan of the whole paying annually for plans, as long as you make sure that the plan works for you. That's the thing I really would like for these people who offer these plans, these annual plans, to give you like a free month or at least a couple of weeks something, so that you can test the plan out, test out the service, make sure it works. Because you don't really want to spend $200 on a plan and it turns out it doesn't work for you, like the service is sketchy in your area or it doesn't work well with your phone. And so if you had a few weeks to try the service out with your device and in your area and it's working great, then you can go ahead and either upgrade the service to the annual plan, or you can just, pay for the annual plan if you just are using like a separate, throwaway number. But yeah, because like I used, when the first time I got an annual plan, it was with AT&T prepaid, and I was like, man, this is kind of nice. I mean, it was a little bit more expensive back then. It was like $3 something for the year. Basically, I was paying about $25 a month, which was okay. And then I switched over to Google Fi, which I was paying monthly, and I was paying way more than I should have. I went with them because when I bought my S23 Ultra, they gave me a great discount. But I had to stay with them. I think it was for like 60 days or not 60. I think it was for 180 days, 6 months. But when I calculated out the discount, I ended up saving more money by paying a little bit more for their service plan and getting the discount that they offered on the phone. So I did that, and then I liked their service so much I just stayed with them. But because I was going to work with Mobile and they were giving me free cell phone service for the year, as a part of getting me service onto my phone so that I can review their service, I decided to leave Google Fi and go for the free service, which it's okay. It's just, it's not, the data part isn't working as well for me on this particular phone. So if I wanted to, I could just transfer my SIM into another phone and everything would be fine, but I want to be able to use the phone that I want to use when I want to use it. So we're still trying to figure out what's happening. But yes, I'm still using Mobile and I still really enjoy it. So yeah. All right, well, that is about it. Oh, Nice and Nasty says, hit that like button, thank you. Yep, so that's it, you guys. I only had these 2 things, so I'm gonna get back to it. I have a couple of products to review. I was shooting a review of a lens today. I have this portable SSD that works with my iPhone, so this is it right here from DigiEra. It is a 1 terabyte portable SSD drive. I'm going to start reviewing this later on this evening. I'm going to go ahead and unbox it and start reviewing this one. And then I'm going to review. Actually, I'll probably unbox the phone first. And I'll probably unbox the phone first and get this set up and started going, because these phones take a little while to get set up. So I'll probably do that. And I do have a couple of other products here that I need to do. one more has, you know, they sent me these one more Sonoflows. These are the HQ51 headphones here. So I'll probably review those, probably try and unbox those and get these SyncWire magnetic phone rings out of the way as well. There's a few other things in here that I'll get to, but they're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. And you know, and I can only do so much at a time. So we'll see what I can get done tonight before I take off for the weekend. So yeah. All right, you guys, that is it. And let's see here. He says, I got them, but I don't know my voicemail password. I think what you have to do is, like, I think once you, because I didn't know mine either. I think you have to set it up. I think the first time you access your voicemail, you can set up your voicemail password. Otherwise, you can go into your account online on the web, and I think from there you can go into your voicemail and actually reset your password if you don't know it. But if not, you can. They do have tech support where you can go in and ask them for help about getting your voicemail password either set up or get it reset. So if you still can't get it figured out, hit me up, let me know. I'll see if I can reach out to the tech guy I've been talking to and see if he can help you with it. So there you go. All right, you guys, I am up out of this piece. Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you, Gregorio, for the Cash App. And I want to just scroll through, make sure I didn't miss any super chats from anybody, because if I did, I'd feel bad. I want to make sure I give everybody their due props when they share. Amda Brown says, sorry, I was driving. $199 for a year of service. Can you bring your own device? You absolutely can. And it says, is there a multi-year deal contract? There is no contract. Really, I mean, if you pay for the year up front, then you have the service for a year. And so that's kind of the only thing. But there is no contract. You're not stuck with it if you don't want to use it. You can, you know, I mean, I originally got InfyMobile on my OnePlus 12 because they had a deal for the 1-year service, and this one is on a 1-year plan. I'm not sure how much longer I have left on there. I'll have to check. But I got it because I wanted a service that I can use when I get cell phones in for review without having to transport my main phone number over to a new phone. I wanted to have a separate line that I can use just for that. And InfyMobile worked out well for that. I still have it on here. It works really well. So yeah, I think I would say if you're interested, try it out. I would either say get it for like a month with, like, if you have a separate phone or something, just get it maybe for a month and see if it works for you, if you like it. And if it does work for you, then go ahead and get the service, you know, for whatever size you want, 10 gigs, 20 gigs, whatever. Also, they do work with both the Verizon and T-Mobile networks. So usually they send you a SIM card based on, or you can get eSIM too if you want instant delivery, but you can get they usually do it based on where you're located. So if you're located in an area that has better T-Mobile service, they'll send you a card that runs on the T-Mobile network. If you're in an area that has better Verizon service, then they'll send you a card or set you up with service, eSIM, whatever that's working on the Verizon network. So, but if you find that you would rather have service on one, like for instance, I have my main phone, where is it at? My iPhone's connected over there. I used to have my iPhone on T-Mobile, and I switched over to Verizon just recently. So when InfyMobile offered me the SIM card, first I was like, hey, give me a Verizon SIM card. And that's when I was having some issues anyways with his phone. So I was like, let's switch it over to T-Mobile, see if it works any better. And I was okay with it. Well, they actually offered that. I was okay with it because I was like, I would rather have one phone on one network and another phone on the other. Because if I'm ever out somewhere and it turns out that I have poor coverage with one network, hopefully I can get it with the other. And that's happened before. I think I went out to the Renaissance Fair out in Maryland, and I didn't have service on my T-Mobile phone, but I was able to get it on my Verizon phone. And I've been in other places where it's been the opposite, where I didn't have service on Verizon or good service on Verizon, but I had service with my T-Mobile. So yeah, there you go. All right, you guys, I'm up out of this piece. Thank you so much. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend and enjoy yourselves. Be safe. And election day is coming up here. So next Tuesday is election day. If you guys have the opportunity to still vote early, go vote early. Get it out of the way so you don't have to deal with all the lines. Hopefully there's no craziness. There's been talks of all kinds of shenanigans going on. But in any case, make sure that you show up to the polls, vote. Vote, vote, vote. I'm not telling you how to vote. I'm just telling you to go out there to vote. You guys probably know where I stand politically as far as who I'm voting for, so I don't need to tell you how I'm rolling, but vote. However it is that you guys decide that your political leanings are. Now, if you are not registered to vote, show up and register at the polls. There are some states that allow for election day registration. I live in one of those states where they allow you to register this day of at the polls. So if you're not a registered voter and you're thinking I can't vote because I'm not registered, show up anyways. And if you're not registered and you're not sure if you can register the day of on election day, don't wait in a 2-hour long line to get up to the front only to find out you can't register to vote there. Walk straight in, go straight into where it is, skip the lines and tell people, hey, I'm just trying to ask a question, and then go up. And usually they'll have booths out front for like the Republicans and the Democrats, and they are usually pretty good at answering those questions. They're usually they're pretty knowledgeable about stuff. So you can ask one of those groups there, and if they don't know, just go into where the poll is, where the poll workers are, and ask the poll workers and just say, hey, I'm not registered, but I want to register to vote. Can I register today on the spot and vote? And some will say, sure. And you register, and usually I think what they do is they have you fill out a provisional ballot, and then once your registration is verified, then your provisional ballot becomes a full ballot and it's counted. So go do that. If you haven't voted already and you can vote early, vote early. If not, show up on election day, which is Tuesday, and get your vote in there and get it counted. If you're not registered to vote, show up anyways and see if you are allowed to register on election day and get your voice heard. So that is my spiel. I hope everybody does their civic duty as good Americans. All right, I'm out of here. Thank you guys for coming through. And let me see. Do I have one here for you guys? Let me see. You know what? I always like this one. This one is, where is it at? This one's always fun for me. I like this. I don't know who made that, but they are awesome. Thank you so much for whoever did that. So, all right, you guys, I'm out of here. I'm Larry with Today I Feel Like, and until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Peace.